Good. So where's everybody else from?
LA.
Kansas City.
All right. So the common theme here is, out of the whole room, only one person was from LA. It's kind of how it goes. Everywhere I go in this town, nobody's from this town. It's very interesting. Anywhere you go in Philadelphia, people are always screaming, "I'm from Philly, Philly!" I haven't figured it out if there's just not a lot of pride or if people just disappear. See, I looked it up. About 150,000 people are born every year in LA. Just can't find them. I don't know where they go. I wasn't sure. Should we start putting their faces on milk cartons? Have you seen this LA person? Maybe it's because so many people come from the East Coast. And there's like a little quota thing. So if 10 people come from the East Coast, 10 LA people have to go back there. I mean, maybe there's something to this flat earth thing. Like, if everybody were in LA, it would like tip over. I don't know. It's very interesting. So I discovered there's two really different things between Philadelphia and LA. And the first one is sports. So you guys don't have a whole lot of sports pride out here. In Philly fans are crazy. I mean, they're not just crazy. I mean, they're fucking crazy. I mean, Philly is the town that actually threw snowballs at Santa Claus on the football field. I mean, that's how crazy they are. I got tickets to a Rams game, which is easy to do out here. In Philly, you wait 3 years for tickets. You're gonna pay 4 times the face value. You gotta go to some guy, Joey Gabagone, the ticket man. And you're gonna like paying the price. Out here it's like, oh sure, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 tickets. So I get to the Rams game and it's like nothing but a sea of Eagles jerseys. And I'm like, holy shit. Like, if 100 people in Rams jerseys went to a Philly game, there would be murder. You'd see these people falling off the top deck. I mean, if you didn't know this, Philadelphia actually has a jail and a court judge in the football stadium. And they hold trials and they convict people right on the spot for things they do in the stadium, and they get right in the jail. I think it's one of the only ones that has that. It's very unique. That's how crazy we are. Very insane. I took my son to a football game a few years back, and it was Terrell Owens' last game. And when Terrell Owens hit the field, everybody began to boo him. My son goes, Mom, why are we booing our own player? I said, shut up and boo. Because in Philadelphia, once you're leaving, that was his last game, you're dead to us. Done. We don't stand for that. The other thing I discovered out here as soon as I got here is this police chase stuff. What the hell is this? We have never had a police chase in Philly. I mean, you guys sometimes 2, 3, 4 a day? I mean, you could probably have a television channel dedicated to police chases. And every time they're going on, I'm kind of just like sucked into them because it's like, wow. The other question is, do you ever notice there's no traffic around them whenever they're going? And I'm like, everywhere I go in LA, I'm like gridlocked in. You see these police chases and it's like nothing but open road. I'm like, I'm going driving there. Where are they? Doesn't matter if I don't need to be there. One time I was actually in one of those police chases. I was sitting waiting to make a left, and all of a sudden this big spaceship came over me with a bright light, and a guy like cut me off, and I was like, oh, wow, that was a police chase. That was cool. Just glad he didn't hit me. But no self-respecting Philly police officer would ever chase anything. Nothing. I mean, why do they get a gun? Just shoot the son of a bitch. Plus, it's really hard because they're generally carrying a coffee and donut in one hand, so you can't really drive and chase with that. It wouldn't work. And in Philly, if you spill Dunkin' Donuts coffee, that's like a true 911, and the police will actually show up when you call them for that. I was back over the Christmas holiday, and I'm listening to the radio, and I hear, the Dunkin' Donuts on the corner of 11th and Passyunk was just robbed. My first thought was, Who would rob a Dunkin' Donuts? Is that the stupidest thing in the world? Because you walk into a Dunkin' Donut and there's at least 4 or 5 cops sitting there. And with the very next breath, she said the robber was promptly shot dead. Okay, interesting. But how it goes in Philadelphia is, there was probably 30 people waiting in line. And so they're not going to stop just because somebody's been shot dead. I mean, they'll just step right the hell over you and be like, yeah, I'll take 2 sugar jellies and a cream and a powdered and a light and sweet. That's how we roll in Philly. I'm Dana Olita. Thank you very much.